A lot of the work we get in isn't just repair work, it's preservation work to keep the retro consoles lasting as long as possible. We all know about capacitor kits, so doing a full recap, which means replacing all the capacitors on a board with new ones so that the electrolyte doesn't leak and rot the board. On top of that, we also offer a resocketing option where we take the ICs off the motherboard and put in new sockets so that in future, without a technician and soldering, you can just lift chips out that have failed and install new ones. And over the last few days, I've had an absolute huge amount of Neo Geos in. So we have them literally everywhere, all coming in for, to be honest, mostly maxed out upgrades. For example, this one has had sockets on absolutely everything and heat sinks on every warm chip. It's had a power LED as well. This one's come in for repair, but also had all the sockets, so everything's socketed. And you'll notice one difference. If you've seen my videos before, you know how I've mentioned the turn pin sockets are useless and don't work. Well, you'll also notice I'm now selling a kit of turn pin sockets, so something must have changed. So much so that I even did a TikTok showing the problem with these sockets. You'll see the main issue I focus on is how easy it is to remove them from the socket. They just literally lift out freely. Here's how difficult they are to remove with the normal dual leaf wipe ones, which are this kind, which is what I used to use. And you can see it's very hard to remove them. And you'll see with the turn pins, they literally just fly out of the sockets I've tried before. So that was the main concern. And you'll see now with these new sockets we have that we can grab, and you can't even, literally could not pull them out with your fingers if you tried. They're absolutely rock solid. You can pick the whole board up on them. So they are really good for security. And if we try to remove with a tool, you can see it's a lot more force to remove. And to reinsert is really easy with these. So see how easy that's gone in. And it crunches back in. And then you can pick the whole board up. That is not going out, and you literally can't pull them out. So these are absolutely amazing sockets. They've got great contact here, so it's as if the tape has been matched properly to the chips so that they make much better contact. This board's been sat and done for nearly a week now, and as you can see, there's no lift at all on the pins, and I wouldn't expect them to be, because as I mentioned, these are absolutely rock solid. So going forward, all of our sockets are now going to be these new gold contact turn pins, which funnily enough is what many people have always said are the best turn pin sockets instead of using dual leaf. But personally, I've never found them to be as good as using the dual leaf. There was obviously a reason for that, and it's simply the brand. I've had a few comments where people have mentioned the simple fact that you just need a good brand and they will work. So I'm glad I kept trying and finally found a brand that works. So for those of you that still use the dual leaf like I've been doing for years, hopefully you'll try these sockets. If you want a few samples sent in, just let me know. These are expensive, but I can send you specific size samples if you wanted to try them first and see the quality for yourself. So I'll just get back to finishing up the repairs on these Neo Geos now. Some of them don't work, some of them do. So you'll probably see me repairing this one behind me in the next video.